Hello everyone, welcome to my corner of the internet where we are playing some more of an Elder Scrolls Legend Battlespire. Last time I don't remember. I believe we may have, did we banish Phaedra? I think we might have. Yes, I seem to remember having to edit out some, do a little bit of censorship. That might have been 2 videos ago. They're all just sort of blending together at this point. I don't know. But today, what we're going to be doing is we are still looking for that second elusive Lieutenant of Dagons, so that we can banish them to the void and claim their gate key. I guess. Yep. I think that's technically what we're doing. And once we get that gate key, then we can go to the final level of Battlespire and confront Dagger himself. So, that's gonna be a fun time. Stay tuned. That's what we're doing. Not in this episode, though. In this episode, I'm presuming we're just going to be killing random monsters and fiddling with arrows. Yep, that sounds about right. So, now that I've gotten those potions in my pocket, I'm gonna go and look behind this other pillar, see if there's anything back there. Nope. Oh no, there's another one over here. No, please tell me it's something horrible, like some potion of cure health. It's totally an item I want to carry, so... Arrow time! Again! Actually, iron arrow. Let's see, can I combine you? No, I can't. Alright, there we go. This big, glowy, crystal thing, you're either gonna give me health or magic. Darn, it was health. I'm like, I don't need more health regen, I need my magic back! Because my magic is so useful to me. I got posed the question, crap. I've forgotten your name, I am so sorry. I got posed the question of, if I could, you know, basically basically knowing what I know now, how would I reapproach character creation? And you're not getting pushed back. Why are you not getting pushed back? There's no pushback on these hits. Like, at least that Clan Fear died, but still, why? Is it because of the minus? Is it because of these are, like, minus? Oh no, see, that hurt it. Oh, now it's doing knockback again. Weird. I don't know, that was weird. You know, I got, you know, posed the question, if, in spirit, in the essence of the question was, if I could redo, character creation, you know, what would I do? How would I change it? What would I do differently? Okay, yeah, I'll just, oh, you're screwed, man. You're gonna get knocked into the other bed. That bed was not so soft. Daedric longbow. Yeah, mine's better. I wish the arrows was just auto stack. That would be so much more helpful than whatever the crap they're doing here. An AC of 1. That's great. You know, on the topic of character creation, like some of these items where I'm like, oh man, that AC is garbage. Yeah, but I've can't interact with that? No. Okay. I have a character who can wear all types of armor. Not all characters can wear all armor. During character creation, I specifically decided that Lex would be capable of wearing heavy armor. So, you know, I guess, yeah, like, as you... Oh, right, I missed. Wow, performance here is like... Why is performance so butts? This is Battlespire! This is like, we're talking, like, look at this game. Like, I mean, performance has always been butts in this, if you've been, you know, since day one, I've been complaining a little bit about that, but anyways, you know, if you've got light armor, then you probably, potion of spell resistance. Should I take that and then go down and deal with this? Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Alright. We're drinking the potion of spell resistance. We're going down, we're dropping down here, and we're gonna go take you on. Haha! See, now that was a good use of that that potion. I was like, haha, wait, there's a spellcaster on the lower level. If I go ahead and use this now, oh crap, and now it's worn out. Well, while the actual dangerous spellcaster now, and my resistance ran out. Okay. Ah. Okay, that's fine. I can use these beds as a shield, and I can drop her from here. But yeah, and so like, you know, there is a reason to have weaker armor, because not all characters can wear the best armor. So I will, you know, my complaints on that front are kind of dumb. They weren't considering the full picture. So, how would I change my my character build? Honestly, it's tough. A spell scroll of teleport. Yeah, no, I'm good. I'm like, no, I'm fine. It's all right. I don't really think I need that. Daedric helmet of. No, we're good. I really don't need to be. The only reason I'm still looting is in case there's like a sigil of entry or something. But ultimately, I don't really need to be, like, if there's, just in case there's like a quest item or an item I need to progress. But I don't think I really need items. I don't really need to be looting anymore. I feel pretty confident that I could make my way through the rest of the game like so. We're gonna drop down on here. It's gonna take us up to the top floor so we can continue exploring that part. I just kind of skipped out on the top floor, didn't I? Yeah, because, no! Oh, it's alright, my health is low, so if they're pure health, I'll just drink them now. There we go. Ta-da! Health restored! Oh, there's a scroll. What basic part of the game are you gonna explain to me now that we're almost near the end? The restricted list of noble artifacts. Sure. Wow, what a just wall of text. Let's read it. Let's read this crap. It is fitting that only persons of noble birth take glory in the refined enchantments of these devices, and not that peasants, or rabble, or animals, or merchants take nor touch them, that they might take harm thereby, being coarsened and vulgarized by such ill use. The battle axe of noble red wisdom bears enchantments enhancing the skills of destruction, and casts the spell of teleport. You couldn't have organized these better? Like, at least the other one had, like, broken down per item, but this one here, it's like, no, we're just gonna throw this all into one big paragraph. You parse that yourself. Thanks, game. Thanks. The battle axe of noble Swiftblade bears enchantments enhancing the skills of Shortblade, because while you're holding a battle axe, you definitely want to be good at holding a Shortblade. No, seriously, this item here, the battle axe of noble Swiftblade, why? Okay, okay. So this item here enhances the skill of Shortblade and casts the spell of jumping. So while you're holding the battle axe, you're really good with Shortblade. Mechanically, this item is useless within this game, because you only get the bonus to Shortblade while you're holding the battle axe. You can't switch to a Shortblade and still have the enhanced Shortblade on the battle axe. What is the point of this battle axe? And like, if it was just like all randomized stuff, I could be like, okay, you know, whatever. Like, I understand, you know, randomization, you get an item that's kind of useless, whatever. But this is in a document in the game, which the developer put down on a scroll that you found in the game, which means that this here, at least to some degree, was seen by a human being, and nobody said, wait a minute, we're working these things up to be so great that we don't want peasants or anything to touch them because these are such amazing items, and it is ultimately useless. The battle axe of noble red wisdom bears enchantments enhancing the skills of destruction and cast teleport, because that is a great teleporting spell. Okay, are all of these, like, is this actually a joke? Like, are all these just meant to be sort of contradictory? Let's see. The broadsword of noble leaping grants benefits to the disciplines of jumping, and when striking a target, casts the spell of jumping. So it lets you jump better, and every time you hit a target, it casts the spell of, so it makes you better at jumping. The broadsword of noble unseen wisdom grants benefits to the disciplines of thaumaturgy, and when striking a target, casts the spell of medium cure health. Okay, that I can see that being useful. Like every time you hit, you're healing. The claymore of noble, or does that heal the enemy? The claymore of noble fleetness affords some abilities in the arts of running, and casts the spell of running. The claymore of noble unknown wisdom affords abilities in the arts of mysticism, and casts the spell of major cure health. The crossbow of noble sureflight affords some abilities in the arts of missile, and casts the spell of medium shield. The dagger of noble stalking, stealth, and when striking a target, casts the spell of minor cure health. I'm presuming on yourself, unless you're healing the other person. The dagger of noble green wisdom grants benefits in the based on just the formatting, I'm willing to bet that they just copied and pasted a bunch of crap and didn't like proofread any of this. The dagger of noble green wisdom grants benefits in the disciplines of restoration, and when striking a target, casts the spell of minor shield. Javelin of the noble dolphin enchantment, enhancing the skills of swimming, and casts the spell of medium cure health. The longbow of noble smiting grants benefits of the disciplines of blunt weapon, because when you're holding a longbow, you want to be good with blunt weapons. And when striking a target, cast a spell of medium shield. Sure. Longsword of noble surprise. Enhancing the skills of backstabbing. Can you even backstab with a long blade? I don't know. And it casts major cure health. Longsword of noble golden wisdom. Bears enchantments, enhancing the skill of alteration. And casts a spell of minor cure health. A lot of these seem to be healing. The Mace of the Noble Horny Fist affords the abilities in the arts of hand-to-hand, because while you're holding a mace, you definitely are using hand-to-hand skills, and casts the spell of teleport. The Short Sword of the Noble Swimmer affords some abilities in the arts of swimming, and casts the spell of medium cure health. The Short Sword of Noble Silver Wisdom affords some abilities in the arts of illusion, and casts the spell of medium shield. The Short Bow of Noble Deep Biting bears enchantments, enhancing the skills of axe, and casts the spell of minor shield. The War Axe of Noble Hewing grants benefits in the disciplines of long blade, and when striking a target, casts a spell of running. Because when you're holding a war axe, you want to enhance your long blade. Okay, yep, sure. That's great. Awesome. Yep. All right, sure. Yep. That's great. Potion to cure health. We'll just drink that. Ta-da. We have cured our health. We have been cured of health. That's right. We no longer have health because we have cured. We are cured of it. All right, let's go back down to the bottom floor and, I guess continue exploring. I see that as kind of an example of my ultimate problem with Battlespire. I don't feel like I actually really answered the question last time, and part of that, I think I was distracted, or I didn't have the thoughts fully formed. I am bad for that. I'll start talking, and it's like I'll have an idea, like I'll have an inkling of where I want to go or what I want to say about something. But ultimately, it's not fully cooked. They're like hot takes, except they're not really hot takes. They're more like the oven's still warming up takes. Yes, I took the take out before it was fully done. Yeah, that's what happened. Anyways, I'll get back to what I would have done with my character build. I will get back to that. I didn't forget about that. But since we're on the topic, But I don't want to give the impression that I am just crapping on Battlespire at this point, where I'm like, I'm done, I hate this game. That's not the case. I've actually, strangely enough, kind of enjoyed my time with it. It's been frustrating. There are parts where I have hated it. Or maybe I've hated the experience I've had with it. But if I have to compare Battlespire to Daggerfall, I'll drink that. If I have to consider, if I have to compare the two, because that's kind of my line, right? I'm like, Daggerfall was, And Battlespire has been but it's been a different kind of I feel like they both suffer from the same problem. They're brilliant ideas that like they're games that are ambitious, and they've got great ideas that are just really poorly implemented. The idea of Battlespire, the idea of a game in the Elder Scrolls universe where there are no towns. It's very, very roguelike in a way. Like, to me, that there's a space for that. I get that, you know, the Elder Scrolls, the real draw of it, especially, you know, back at the time before open world games were like, you know, a dime a dozen. You know, even then, actually, I feel like Elder Scrolls kind of stands, oh wait, whoa. Daedric Broadsword of the Frostheart, 12 to 20. Nope. This one's better. I'm taking this one. I'm over encumbered though. There we go. Changed up our sword. I don't think we're gonna need that spare sword at all. I think we're rocking a pretty good. We've got a lot of stuff. But you know, like I feel like there is room for this kind of experience within that universe. And it's I feel like it does tell a story in a way that you don't really get in you know, the other Elder Scrolls games. So like, yes, it might have failed largely because it's not what people wanted. Like, people are like, hey, I'm playing, I just got off Daggerfall, yeah, and then you're like, what are you giving me with this, you know, with Battlespire? But I think that, like, the idea here, like, I've liked some of the lore that I've gotten out of this. I've liked the intersections that this has had with the rest of the universe. Like, I've liked what this, I suspect that you might be the other lieutenant that I need to be banishing. Okay, let's get ready. Let's line myself up in case I need to do some censorship. Right now the game is self-censoring because it's so pixelated anyways. Okay, I'll deal with this clan fear first. Hey, how's it going? Just yeah, come over here. I'm just gonna put an arrow or 8 in you. 3, get up against the wall, spin around, and then I can put you into the wall. Potion of jumping. Oh, Taeum Sigil of Entry. Do I have a Taeum Sigil of Entry? Yep, I already have one of those. Okay. All right, so let's go ahead and talk with that person. But yeah, so like, I like Battlespire. Is it a good game? Not really. It's very, very. It would be a good game, but because of its jankiness, and just because of, you know, those little execution errors, it kind of knocks it down to average to below average by today's standards. Actually, you know, even by then, yeah. So yeah. All right, let's enough of that. Let's go. There's gonna be another one. You look a little bit more. Your pixels look a little bit more masculine, so I probably won't have to do any editing with you. Yeah, we're good. Cool. So, thank goodness. I hate having to censor things. It's like, come on, YouTube, stop being such a prude. Such a prude. Actually, I'm like, wait, should I be using that terminology? I don't think there's anything wrong with that word. If there is, just let me know, and I'll apologize. Yeah. Anyways, you have a potion on your little throne. I'm gonna take your potion. Spell Reflection. Am I gonna be needing that? I'm gonna save first. All right, let us talk.
I will speak to you simply and directly in the matter of your race.
Good for you. Thank you, your lordship. I am sensible to the honor you do me. No, I will speak to you, and you will listen. Thank you. I'm sensible to the honor you do. Sure. I don't know. Okay, we're gonna be like banishing him anyways. So let's just play along. Like, oh yes, great lord, person. Thank you for talking to me directly. Sure.
You have gotten this far against considerable opposition. Therefore, you are able to protect yourself. You are talking to us. Therefore, you have something to sell. We will hear your plea, simple and direct. Then we will consider your appeal or call your bluff.
Interesting. All right. Oh, Zivali Moath. I remember that name. That name came up earlier. I don't remember what I heard about it, but I know you. Clearly, my actions have inconvenienced you. If you could arrange that my friend Vatasha Trinell and myself be returned to Tamriel, I could scarcely trouble you any further. Bluntly spoken, sir. In short, my lord, I have your neonymic. I can tell you where I got it. I want to rescue my friend from your Lord Dagon. I need to get to his hunting lodge to accomplish this rescue. As you know, I can use this neonymic to banish you. Take the key, then fight my way through your troops, or you can give me the key, tell your troops to display honorable but prudent valor in defending the gate, and I keep the neonymic my little secret pending the unlikely event of a future encounter between us. I require the return of Battlespire to the Empire, death price for those killed in the invasion, reparations for physical damage, and delivery of myself and my companion, Vatasha Trinell, to Tamriel. I mean, that's kind of what I need. This one here seems more like a bargain. I would go with this one because it's very transparent. I'm like, this is what's going on. But this one has like a bargaining thing to it, and I've already basically made my agreement that I was going to go through and banish these guys to the void. So, sorry, Zivali. These are my demands, and I will get them. Yep.
I'm sure you are in earnest, but your expectations are unrealistic, and your inference of my inferior status insulting. Our interview is at an end.
I see. Perhaps after further consideration, we may have other proposals to discuss. Wait, was Zivali not one of the ones that I have the neonymic for? Or do I have to... Yeah, I've got Zivali's right here, his neonymic. Do I have to choose the middle?
I will speak to you simply and directly in the matter of your race.
No, I will speak to you and you will listen.
Perhaps you first need lessons in civility before we should treat further.
You and what legion of fiends? Really? All right, your friends...
You have tried my patience. I have no desire to speak with you.
Oh, I hurt his feelings. I'm sorry, I did not wish to give offense. Really?
Yes.
Please excuse me, sir. I have been much injured by my enemies and quick to temper. I wish to hear what you have to say, and I will listen respectfully and attentively. Give me the gate key or I'll slap you so far into oblivion that when you get back, your clothes will be out of style. Yeah, whatever. Sure. No, it seems like my...
Yes.
It seems like my past... oh, sorry. Okay, well, let's see here. Please excuse me.
Far against considerable
Okay, so it seems like my normal way of approaching things is actually probably the way I should have kept going. All right, bluntly spoken, sir, blah, blah, blah. I have your neonymic.
Who gave you my neonymic?
Your erstwhile ally, Phaedra Shardai. You ought to keep an eye on that one, Lord. She's a sneaky one. That's a lie! That's a lie! It wasn't Phaedra! It was a Magma Storm! We're throwing Phaedra under the bus! Lex! You lying butt!
I misjudged Phaedra. I wonder how she discovered my neonymic. Very well. I shall require an oath to the powers that you will never reveal the neonymic to another soul.
Other than yourself, of course.
Ah, yes, of course. You will never reveal my neonymic to any soul save myself. In return, you shall have the gate key to Dagon's hunting lodge and a secret safe conduct from my clan.
Okay, to your proposal, by the great powers, I so swear. Sure.
Here is the gate key. I shall issue orders to my clan immediately. I believe I shall comfort myself with the conquest of Battlespire and be grateful to have you out of my way at so modest a price. And now, if you will excuse me, my clan and I have some pressing business with the Charday clan and its honor-stained leader.
Oh, man, I was really hoping I could just banish him. If you don't mind, I think I'll make myself scarce before things get too dangerous around here. Good luck and good hunting. That's not at all the way I wanted things to go. But we got the key, so there's that. Okay, sure. We got it. We got our key. That's it, right? Let me save. So we got the gate key. All that's left for us to do really is to come here. I guess really all that's left for us to do is to leave. Like, part of me is like, should I keep exploring this this area? Because there's books over here. Like, part of me is like, you can't leave just yet. You've got to see if there's any more lore to be found. Okay. Armbands and some crap. Blah 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 blah. There's a oh no, not another one of these scrolls. Students and scholar attend our abjurations, showing due propriety in the custody of books. Yep, it's another one of these. We will not only render service to the Emperor in preparing volumes of new books, but also exercise an office of sacred piety when we treat books carefully, and again when we restore them to their proper places and commend them to inviolable, whatever, custody, that they may rejoice in purity while we have them in our hands, and rest securely when they are restored at their repositories. And surely, next to the vestments and engines dedicated to the Emperor's glory, arcane books deserve to be rightly treated by the battle mage, to which great injury is done so often as they are touched by unclean hands. Wherefore we deem it expedient to warn our students against various negligences, such as might be easily avoided, to which do wonderful harm to books. Don't eat Cheetos while reading books. Being a continuance of a partial index of arcane contrivances known to the scholars and alchemists of Battlespire, that these contrivances might more readily be known to all students and neither abused nor neglected nor wasted in their employment. Okay, I'm not reading all these. You can read these yourself. I just read the first one. Longsword of the Noble Flesh provides castings of the spell resistance to poison and gifts its owner with a special insight into the disciplines of blunt weapon. Again, another listing of completely useless weapons. And, we've got pauldrons and armor. Sure. You can pause. You can read these yourself. I am done with reading item lists that should have been near the beginning of the game. A coffer of restoration. You know what? I screwed up and I put my arrows in there when I was trying to pick it up. Whatever, I don't care. Whatever. Nope, we're done. We are leaving this place. So I'm just gonna... Oh yeah, this thing. Oh. Interesting. The big gears. And... I guess, was that like a solar system, like, little thing? You know, where you got like the sun and then like you have the little planets going around it. Hi. Ow. I'm just gonna have to take care of you really quickly before you kill me with spells. Thanks for dying rather rapidly. It's, greatly appreciated. What have we got down here? What is this? Who are you? I guess it's someone else to talk to? Alright, hi, how's it going?
Why have I been kept waiting? Lord Dagon will wish to see me immediately. The portents are most propitious. But a crisis is coming, and he will wish to take the tides at their flood.
It is a mystery to me, sir. In fact, I have no idea who you are or why you are here. I passed this way looking for a pair of boots of grotesque liveliness that seem to have gone missing. You haven't seen them anywhere, have you? Sirin Angada? Sure.
This is unacceptable. This is but the calm before the storm. The tides of magic are at the remotest ebb. His lordship must be prepared to ride them at the flood, or all may be lost.
Sorry, don't know what you're talking about, but if you'll give me your name, your purpose, and a brief message, I'll see that it gets to Lord Dagon, or one of his chief lieutenants, right away.
See here. My name is Sirin Angada. I'm a mortal sorcerer.
Mortal? Well, anyone could see that.
Listen, knave, and cease your prattle. My lord Jagar Tharn, the mortal emperor of Tamriel, and your lord Dagon are ordering affairs high above your council. Tell someone in authority that I must speak with his lordship.
Interesting. What? I'm not up on current affairs, but isn't the manling emperor called Septic, or Septem, or September, or something?
Good. Good. You can think after a fashion. Yes, Tamriel believes that Uriel Septem still rules, but in fact, my master Jagar Tharn has taken the form of the Emperor and rules in his stead.
Yeah, just spill all those details, buddy. I mean, I suppose if you're in, like, a Daedric realm, it's probably safe to assume that whoever you find here is not on the Emperor's side, but I mean, that is very interesting. But what has that got to do with you and Lord Dagon? Now, see, here's an opportunity. They could have, like, retconned the events of Battlespire, so that whoever is the, we'll say, savior of Battlespire uses this information to then maybe help Rhea Selmain and that crap in the whole events during Arena. Now, I seem to recall there during one of the book clubs we did for Morrowind that they did talk a little bit about, a little bit more detail of how all that worked, but I don't recall there being any mention of, like, Battlespire. I'll have to go back and recheck that, but I don't think there was a tie in there, and I feel like that's a missed opportunity. But yeah, that is very interesting, but what has that got to do with you and Lord Dagon?
Lord Dagon was instrumental in assisting my master in this imposture, and as partial recompense, my master has temporarily placed my not inconsiderable skills in reading the vagaries of the Magica tides at your master's disposal. And it is this very counsel that your master so earnestly desires that you are keeping from him by your silly questions.
Lord Dagon is always very busy and not likely to take interest in the incomprehensible babble of a manling booby. I was feeling, like, really good about, like, telling the guy off until I got to the last insult, and it's just like, the writing in this game. I like the lore, but man, the writing, painful.
Listen. The fate of the realms and all that is in them is affected by the ebb and flow of Magica. Out there, in the void, the waters of oblivion have receded far from the shores of the mortal and immortal realms.
Oh, say, is that what all this claptrap lying around is about? Are these those, whatchamacallit, magiscopes? Can you really see the beginning and the ends of the worlds in those things? Hey, how about my fortune? Tell me my fortune. Actually, there was a lot of things laying around. I wonder if that's what that's referring to.
If, by your feckless inanity and indolence, you fail to carry this message to Lord Dagon, and thereby squander the precious wisdom that might be used to shape the destinies of all the mortal and immortal realms, I believe Lord Dagon may use your mouth, and indeed your entire alimentary canal, as a fit and handy receptacle for his terrible and swift sword of destruction.
Dude, that is some effing innuendo. Dear God, wow. I'm actually kind of shocked that not only is that written here in the game, but in it's spoken dialogue. Oh, that sounds pretty unpleasant. So I'll just go and deliver your message then, right? Ahem, look, I'm not a Daedra. I am, in fact, an Imperial Battle Mage. Or at least I will be one very soon. And you are apparently the traitor responsible for opening the gates of Battlespire to the servants of Dagon. So let's go, you know what? Let's be honest. Let's go with this one. I'm kind of curious to see what his reaction will be.
What? What? Oh, dear.
The price of treason is death. I would prefer to bring you before the Emperor himself, wherever he is, if he still lives, for his justice. But I'm afraid I'm in a bit of a hurry, so I pronounce upon you the summary justice of Emperor Uriel Septim, in his name and by his law.
But you can't just kill me in cold blood. What about due process? My rights as a noble.
I condemn you to die by the sword of your abominable deeds. Prepare to meet your ancestors. Okay, you have a point. So it's trial by combat, defend yourself, dog, and prove your innocence upon my body. Try begging me for mercy. Oh, well, we were actually... Well, if we were to be an Imperial Battle Mage, and dude is basically admitted to being a traitorous butt, I don't give a crap if you're a noble. You can't just kill me in cold blood. I mean, I've given everyone a chance. This is a tough one. Like, I'm finding myself conflicted here. I've spared Daedra, who just stopped fighting. And here I have this guy here, who doesn't seem to be willing to fight. All right. Trial by combat. That's your due process, buddy. And if he chooses not to fight, then I guess I don't fight him. I pull out my sword. All right, let's do this. He's like, no, I don't want to fight. I'm like, darn it. I guess I can't kill you. I kind of get the impression that we're going to be killing him either way, though. Like, looking at all these dialogue options. So we'll go with this one. It seems like the most honorable. And he just vanishes. It's presumed that we fought and I won. All right. So this is something, I guess, used to, it's like the giant record player. That, I don't know. I have no idea what it is. Anyways, I'm way over time. I've got to go do things. So we're gonna stop things here. We got a cool lore dump. I think, next time, yeah, we'll leave this level. Yep, we will leave the level, and we're probably gonna start the. Actually, no, I'm gonna push things. That's right, I'm pushing things. I have to go now. But, no, I'm gonna want to get to the end of the, no, because then the leveling up, I don't have time to sit there and plan out my stats. Okay, no, we're gonna stop things now. Sorry. Yeah, we're gonna stop things here. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up. If you didn't, I'm sorry, leave it a thumbs down. Either way, let me know what you thought in the comment section. Next time, presumably, we're gonna go to the next level. We'll figure out where to go. We'll use our gate keys and we'll go do that fun stuff. Yep, sounds good to me. But until then, I would like to ask you all to game on.